You tune in to the best conversation on television every Saturday evening. I'm talking about The Chat. You're welcome to the show. My name is AJ Akwago-Sapon. It's an absolute pleasure to be here every single Saturday, bringing you the very best entertainment conversation. Now, you can get interactive throughout the show by simply sending me a message to our social media handles. You can use the hashtag The Chat on all social media handles, and we will love to hear from you as we appreciate great music. Look at some of the trending issues that went on during the week in the creative art industry, and as well, talk to our very special guest who joins us later on in the show. Now, what we do here at The Chat, clearly I'm at the Chat Bar powered by Caution. So basically what we do every single week is we started off by dedicating a special cocktail to our special guests on the show. So today's cocktail is named Wicked Beef Juice. Now, if you've been on social media the last couple of days, you would know that there's been a bit of beef circulating, and this gentleman in the middle of some of that is going to be joining us on the show. I'm talking about Obibini, and this cocktail is made up of banana oleo, sakrama, citrus syrup, sour mix, and Good Day Energy Drink. Of course, this show is proudly sponsored by Good Day Energy Drink. I'd like to say a big thank you to Ladies in Collection for my lovely outfits this Saturday evening. And when I come back, I'll be introducing my guest for the week, my panel, and as well going into all the exciting conversations right here. Of course, the hashtag again remains The Chat. We are live from Alisa Hotel, North Ridge. And when we come back, there'll be more on The Chat.
Somebody enter Kolo. That's all. Make a enter Kolo.
Pass me the palm wine.
Somebody enter Kolo. see everybody.
Everybody.
Make you hold somebody.
Hold somebody.
Drink and jolly.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feeling.
How you feeling?
Is it sexual healing?
Sexual healing.
Or you feeling irate? This what we dey do before we do the show. Make you move your body where the music they go.
Somebody enter Colo.
And you know you see.
Make I enter, make I go ahead. And if you know the film, my matter, Charlie, make you go away. I no get time, where I just go on through way. So make I bust a lyric, we go enter into your head. Kumbaya, home on fire. And I'll make the beat just take you higher. VVIP ever inspire. And you know, say Nadine never expire. Miss Polo. Uh-huh. Yeah, baby. Miss Polo. Mm-hmm.
Somebody enter Polo.
Palm wine. Shit. Young Crab. Time to start now and just not follow. Time to go deep and not be shallow. Don't be stiff and we're popping out a bottle. The night so young, let's go full throttle. Dabble it, baby, make a dabble in it. Reggie Rock, sipping it, digging it, make I see the palm wine hot. Shoopity wop, here comes the cops. Killing. Ooh, baby. Shalom.
Hey, no party for here. Pop the palm wine, make it come up for here. Hey, no party for here. Pop the palm wine, make it come up for here. Hey, no party for here. Pop the palm wine, make it come up for here. Hey, no party for here. Pop the palm wine, make it come up for here. Make I enter Polo. Somebody enter Polo.
Hello.
Moby.
And as always, we start off the show with a throwback to some of our music video greats. That one was Cologne by VVIP. Now, getting straight into the conversation of gone, this show is proudly sponsored by Good Day Energy Drink, and a special thanks to Ladies in Collection. You can find them in Abeka or Dancerman for my lovely outfit and first choice for my hair. Now, it's time to introduce my awesome panel that join me week in, week out. I love them, honestly. They speak their mind, they're true to a fact, and of course, they give you all the juice and don't hold it back. At least one of them doesn't. It's a pleasure to always introduce the very beautiful media personality, the yin to my yang, Chris Carter. Chris. Hey. It's good to have you.
Good to have you too.
And you look lovely as per usual.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like
that's
you.
all her hair though. If she releases it's something else.
You always say that.
I can't get over it. But it's good to have you here, Chris.
Thank you.
And also media, entertainment journalist, creative arts writer, the man, Kwame Dadze. Kwame,
AJ.
good to have you.
Good to be here again. Yep.
And also, should I say entertainment critic? He's also a man known for his work in the theater or creative arts industry. He's a media personality and a content creator, the one and only Coca.
Hello.
Hi, Coca. It's good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to hear your views since you already started saying it before we got here. But we'll get back to that. How has your week been, gentlemen?
I thank God I'm back to my normal self
Okay, so
after the Tehila experience.
yes, and I saw that it was a massive success. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because the people, it's always an experience.
Yeah.
It's always an experience, and I'm sure a lot of people were blessed from it.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here. Now, after.
Yeah.
And then we can now get into a lot of the gist.
Yeah.
So we'll start it off by taking a look at some of the videos as selected for by you on social media for review this week. We started off with Kweku Darlington Akitesia featuring Nigeria's Lekwan and Medical, directed by Kofi Iwa II. And then Sarkodie with this one, Rollies and Cigars, directed by Yao Scarface. Take a look.
Horiba, Kweku Darlington.
Hey,
Another one.
El Chairmano, Scanny, sir.
Swat. Akitesia. Me say my faula, la. And not dear my baoba. Me say what's so and there one and there one see I do it. Me say my faula, la. And not dear my baoba. Hey, me see what's so and there one I checky bam bam. 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 Me see my foul la. And then you my ba.
Scanny, sir.
Me see my foul la. And then you my ba.
Yeah, you see the way you move, you don't they make me comf. I bob, I see they stand, I fit absorb, but I shock. See your body just they give good luck. Know they feel my thoughts, but come and have a good time with this fine. But where I come from, I be done. You know, Lekon, Lomoton, so had the tension, pay attention. Lagos to Kumasi, I don't come, so don't form, cause I'm bus stops. Money day for the mansion. I know you know that I'm handsome. I get many fine girls in my zone. Some they sing like easy, baby. When you gonna come home? 3 of them they give me chills like Aja for real, Efia Odo, Moisha Budong, Aja Bintu no go. Please shaky bum bum. This CKB super. Let me take you out to when the shade okay. Where you come from, where you stay and where you wanna go. No go from cause Efia Odo, Moisha Budong, Efia Odo, see fine bubble. Yeah,
Me see my foul la. And then you my ba. Me see my foul la. And then you my ba.
Break it down for me.
Oh yeah, fine girl, I can test ya. Make sure I'm on a bonus, on him. Okay, LOV, you gotta be me and you. So hear me on my flow. KW to the E to the K to the U. Inside, me check you. Outside, me check you. All day, me check you. I checky bam bam. 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 I checky bam bam.
El Chairmano,
I checky bam bam. I checky bam bam.
we're reading me like that, no. I track in the best side, no. What's me a hot, sauce is spicy, me I'm in the pepper, no. Him I da down, in da down, wine that down, me I'm in the papa, no, da down. Hey, allergy, no romance, never try touch man them, you can't. So some girls so free France, no long talking, you pant. Nobody wa na how they come, yeah pancho na how better. Me more like that, and I just jot, yeah fans up.
La, and then you my ba. Me see my foul la. And then you my ba.
Moisha Budong, Efia Odo, see fine bubble. Moisha Budong, Efia Odo, see fine bubble.
When you hear motivation, you should know it's J Scratch on the beat.
And those were the videos, Sarkodie, Rollies and Cigars, and Kweku Darlington Akitesia featuring Lekon and Medical. Now getting into the conversation on these 2 videos, and I will start with you, Kwame. What were your thoughts about these 2 videos and which one stood out for you?
Okay, let me start by rating them.
Okay.
So I would rate Kweku Darlington's Akitesia 70%.
Okay.
And rate Sarkodie's Rollies and Cigars 80%.
Okay. Why the two ratings?
Now, that is considering the aesthetics of the video. That is why I'm actually giving them those figures. But if I should go into content, analyze the lyrical components, if you like, starting with Kweku Darlington. You see, this song is more or less a remake of Aketesia by Kunte Hene. So you could hear traces of Aketesia in the Mafao, la, 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 la. There is something about drill music. Yeah. Drill music, when it is actually sped or when the tempo goes a bit higher, becomes high life music. So you could find high life in drill music. If you listen critically, there is high life in drill music. High life, which is high tempo, in drill music, which has a bit of low tempo. And I understand, I know people who are DJs who understand this so much. When you are trying to do the mixing with the BPMs and all that, you know that high life and drill music, you can even match them, sync them when you are trying to do your mixing. So I see where he's coming from, trying to draw inspiration from Aketesia, which was basically high life induced music, and then merging that with what we have right now as in drill music. Fantastic. And
can you confirm if the necessary rights were acquired?
I don't know that for sure, but it wasn't a complete sample, if you like. Like, he just picked bits and pieces. I don't know how much of that courses would pass for copyright infringement, but I could just figure out that he picked some pieces from Kunte Hene's Aketesia for that. But I didn't feel Lakon's part in the whole song. Yes, Lakon is big because of BB in Nigeria. He would give him the kind of attention in Nigeria and all that, in other African countries. But I did not feel him on the song. Now, let's move to Sarkodie. I think Sarkodie is being hypocritical.
How?
Because this music video, you start and you tell us that you issue a disclaimer at the beginning that you're not promoting the smoking of cigars and all that, tobacco and all that. But in the video, you portray cigars in there, even though he did not smoke it. The cigars were burning.
But
what story were you telling? This is not the gospel. So you're not preaching Jesus Christ to us in this with these cigars, and you know.
He says he's only rolling cigars. He's moved to a point where he's all about victory. And
no more fake friends. We're now doing rollies and cigars.
So
now
he's progressed to a point in his career and life.
What are the cigars doing in the video?
Signify victory.
Victory.
Yes. Success.
The burning, cigars burning. You inhaling, cigars burning.
But okay, so historically, cigars are kept for.
We know.
It's like the way you pop champagne after a good event. So
we know.
He's now explaining that that's the point he's got to. He's celebrating his win.
We know. But how sure are you that just by displaying the cigars in there would not encourage somebody else to go get them to smoke them?
You can't influence everyone.
He's just behaving like those who sell the cigarettes and tobacco in town. You know it is harmful. They tell you it's harmful. So come and buy, but it can kill you. The same thing he's doing right there.
But then he's put out a disclaimer that what I do should not influence you. If it influences you, then it's your own business.
And that is why I'm saying that. That is why I'm saying that act alone is hypocritical.
But I have told you that don't be like me.
Don't be like me, says him.
What I do is me.
You are telling me that you are not promoting tobacco, cigars in there, but you are displaying them in there. They are even burning them.
Yes, but he's not trying to tell you to go and smoke it.
But it is harmful. He writes in the disclaimer that it is harmful. And it's being burnt.
With
you see the smoke. Even in that instant, he's been a passive smoker.
Adano, let's come to Chris.
I'm not Dano. And then he mentions Jata Cement and Gasem Cement. Oh, okay. I agree. Sarkodie is business minded. If you want to do business for somebody, if you want to advertise somebody's product for him, just do that.
Yes.
Mention Jata Cement. Don't elevate one brand and bury one brand.
But he's trying to explain that one is Ghanaian owned, the other is not.
No. It's business. We don't do business like that.
Since when
You know,
so we should bring all the houses that were built in the foreign one.
AJ, I have no problem with him trying to project Jata Cement. Just mention Jata Cement and move. Okay. Don't tell me that, okay, AJ is good, Chris is bad. No, you bury him, bam, like that. It is bad.
Okay, on that note.
Rollies and cigar.
Chris, what are your thoughts about the videos?
Well, I think both videos were actually interesting. Aesthetically, we're going to give it to Sarkodie, of course, because like it looks like a very good video, well spent on video, and also, like I said, aesthetically it has to be for him, because at the end of the day, even the rollies and everything that he's talking about, we understand victory and everything, but he's mad about why is he showing. But at the end of the day, it's like saying most of these videos out there. I mean, we talked about it last time. The whole holding of machetes and guns. We see all these things in videos, but sometimes we don't really talk about it. And obviously, you know that these things are bad. It's not like so. I think while we think everything will influence people, I think people should also have sense to realize that okay, this is just for a video. But I understand him. Yes, I understand him. Especially after putting out a disclaimer. But is there any way they could have done it without the rollies, I mean without the cigars?
Show the whole thing without a disclaimer.
Right.
So,
Coca,
just do your thing.
At this point, Food and Drugs Board is operating. So we just need to nice video. But there are things we need to understand. I agree with Kwame.
Okay.
The person watching the video has no time to read the English you wrote to.
Okay.
What you are doing is what I'm doing. Have you seen there are people in Instagram now that imitate the videos? Right. So if his kid or any of us here, our nieces, nephews are watching those ones, it is not what Sarkodie they do. It is the imitation one that they will do. So sometimes I think we should also understand that what we're doing, as much as we are using them as a metaphor in the acts, we should be careful how we portray it, because how would he feel if Titi comes and asks him, so the cigar burning, you're supposed to smoke, or what happened to it? What would be the response? And with Kweku Darlington, I think he's come up with a different style of drill. He's moved away from the Yao Tog and the other people, so he's distinct. And I like the way he wants to get to a level, but trying to pick those who are established so that there's a blend. And what Kwame said is very true. Drill is a subset of high life music, and you see the way he positioned it to get the attention of the elderly, because when you start getting the attention, you start getting parties to play. So I think however they put it together, they're doing well.
Love it. Well, Chris, a few people are talking about it.
Yes, so here are some comments on Kweku Darlington's Aketesia. Beautiful Gift says, here for Lekon, have to appreciate him for introducing me to Kweku Darlington. I've just added another Ghanaian favorite artist to my list. And Tony P says, the producer of this masterpiece deserves some applaud. In summary, Lekon was on fire as usual. Love the song. Ga Naija, Ibrahim Mohammed.
Which Lekon?
Well, now.
To them, I think these are Nigerian fans.
Apart from the Rasta, I didn't see anything about him in the video.
Another person says, I really love this song. You all did great. Lagos to Kumasi. And Tilly Owusu said, first time listening to Lekon, you did smooth, good tune. Medical didn't disappoint either. So here are some comments from Sarkodie's Rolly and Cigar. And it's the video quality for me. King Sack is the highest. This is from GH Celebs. And Pinax Ghana says, he is not called King of African Rap for no reason. Grandpa said this after watching this video. And COVID-19 virus says, man, this year is the year of Grammys. Let me see your hands if you believe so. Do you believe so, guys?
Yeah, we believe. I mean, we are taking Zika to Grammys. Yeah.
So Nana Yao says this is the reason why Sarkodie has additional 2 decades in his music career. He is simply on top. And lastly, this is from Ben Salom. He says this is really dope. All Nigerian fans should gather here, please.
Alrighty, well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be going into the second part of the conversation. It's beef, and a whole lot of beef. We're talking about beef when it comes to Alisa Hotel. Every day in the month of August from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. you will be treated to special offers from Alisa Hotel at the Patron Lounge and Oasis, and as well serving of cocktails and a trio of meats. So if you want delicious meats, delicious cocktails, then it's the meetup at Alisa Hotel every day in the month of August. So entire August is literally a good day to come through to Alisa Hotel. Well, since we're on the topic of beef, we'll come back for that to dissect some more.
A Hisense Factory Direct promo. Papa ni binye. Yantwe nyinam kanea no nie. Hisense. Ode ya na ode asem. Ade na ohia. TV, fridge, freezer, air condition, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, ana iron. Wakukudro for Hisense showroom bia. Everything 30th August, and 3rd September. Prepare way showroom no. Yeah, turn no factory direct price. Said yeah turn no. Sana yeah turn. It's in your madada no. Emma light bill e kuno. Festi baby. Never check for. I have 5 days bill. It's one car one and you may say jawa. Wallo wala. Wait dear. Ya take this swabro so. I tell you who Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Good Day Energy Drink keeps you going. Available in major supermarkets and shops near you. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to your health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
My God, never gone watch me fall. And could be left back to say look sure. Keeping it 100, sign your corner. Yeah, gangin', bangin'. Pull up in the crowd, you be chanting. Dreams really be a teacher, that bros on the district. Yami, yeah, my net chair me. Yama, Mofilia, my dear cake. Him a one leg hanging, say I'm not check. I tell me, Nina, me that crime, me yaki. So we outside, we on side, and one side, and yak chest style. Rock nights, we love vibes, and we're outside. Them all night. Outside, and shine like stars away. Taking over it. We outside, and shine like stars. We taking over it. Say congratulations, give me standing ovation. Told you we will make it now, we make it, never fake it yet. Say congratulations, give me standing ovation. Told you we will make it now, we make it, never fake it yet. My change now, my china, my cherry, I say, yeah. Me huma, me hunya, man, on the low, we run things.
taking over, don't you know, say I am my mama. Wanna down wish you, money I'm chasing. I cannot wait, see, but no conversation. Running down wish you, money I'm chasing. I cannot wait. We outside, and we shine like stars, baby. Taking over, we outside, and we shine like stars. We taking over,
And you're tuning in to the chat right here on City TV. We are live from Alisa Hotel, Northridge. And of course, you can get interactive by sending in all your comments, your thoughts on with the hashtag of the chat right here on the show. Now, we're going to get straight into a very exciting conversation on the issue of beef. But before we do get into that, of course, let me invite our cocktail of the day. It's called Wicked Beef Juice. The ingredients are banana oleo, citrus syrup, Psalm mix, and Good Day Energy Drink. Of course, the show is proudly sponsored by Good Day Energy Drink, and the cocktail is fueled by the Caution Cocktail Bar. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to be talking about a very exciting conversation, something that has kept us all tweeting away on social media. This is centered on beefs. There was a very interesting conversation going on social media, which sort of turned into a shot from one person to the other. One of the men involved is the one who we started his video with, Amarado. He had a conversation on Tomwestwood's show, and some of his comments led Obi Benin to sort of join in, release, and his subsequent response led Obi Benin to sort of respond on that, and that led to a trio of very exciting mixes going back and forth. Let's take a look at how it all started.
Instantly, one hit, oh my dear country. Hey, me trap it fan honey feelings. Akwaba kusu kemi wudini. Ayabi sheni di se mi TV susuni and I won't chat with the huni I. Yeah, I send the price and I target for good. I'm a lion, me shall be crash with him good. Name all your best rappers, I'll be in your hold. Me not number one, I will listen to your joke. Been instantly, one hit, oh my dear country. Hey, me trap it fan honey feelings. Akwaba kusu kemi wudini. Ayabi sheni di se mi TV susuni and I won't chat with the huni I. Yeah, I send the price and I target for good. I'm a lion, me shall be crash with him good. Name all your best rappers, I'll be in your hold. Me not number one, I will listen to your joke.
Dead.
Houdini, go get him, bro. Messiah.
Yo, my dad got too sharp for this unworthy scapegoat. Wonder what studies they do on the track of Hussein Bolt. This poo staying bold. I'm Russian, exterminating stowaways on the same boat. Leave my cock alone for your bay throat. Been a mentor when there wasn't mentor or cool. Better watch your mouth before I smash it with a vase fool. I know the mind breaking, no charm is hot if it takes dude because I hate. More they worry to lick your face too. I'm not your regular celeb. I'm selected by Celestial to set free sluice of modern Kumbisale. Bifalet, no, he doesn't want it. Coco Bisane. Biggest Poseidon to this fisherman. Not a care if you know the Bob the Barge. If you Google or sabotage, you're there. So now them sell out Jesus for Barabbas. Always try to embarrass us. You attack us in paragraphs. Come and ask me why they fear to book rappers with fire bars. Hey yo, homie, who any can say Dr. Likey. Silly gay boy, I know you like me. Who call you kid when you're saying probably 30 pounds and a couple white tees. That shit no be buy my Nike. Yeah, Kaku America, I know they see you to be pat. As a cowboy, Kofi Jama, you're talking that's that. You just be opportunities trying to mingle with the pack. Following back into Debbie, I would not who feels the Mungo Park.
And yes, that's how it all turned into something social media was awash with. Now, coming into the conversation now, of course, I'm joined by media personality Chris Carter, entertainment journalist Kwame Dadze, and media content creator, management, and also media journalist Coca in the studio now with me. Of course, we are live at Alisa Hotel Northridge. Use the hashtag the chat to contribute to the conversation. But coming back into the conversation, beefs. we've seen it all happen for quite a while. I think during lockdown, the most prominent one was Sister Ifya, Frida Rhymes, and Baroni, which actually ended up helping all their careers. Well, maybe less Frida, more Baroni and Sister Ifya. Strongman and Medical, which Strongman sort of launched a comeback from and then became very prominent on our screens and in our ears. And now Obibini and Amarado. Interesting enough, but do you think these beefs are necessary in the industry, Chris?
Well, I think beefs have always been part of the hip-hop culture. And we will keep on seeing them always. So we should always get ready for, you know, who's beefing who next. But it only gets scary when people get very emotional. You understand? Then it could lead to the extreme. We've not seen the extreme. We've not really seen the extreme here, like in Ghana. But yeah, we've seen maybe some extremes in America. We've seen some extremes in between Nigerian singers where Davido and Burna can actually,
get
you know, exactly. So we've not seen any of that here. But when people get emotional, yes, it can get to that side.
Well, except for Sarkodie, Shatawale and Stonebwoy at the VJ.
Oh yeah. So we've seen that. We've seen that. So apart from that, I think it's part of hip hop culture. I think it's part of the music industry. People are going to make money out of it. Careers are going to be resurrected. Careers are going to be. People are going to be remembered again, and yes, it's part of the industry. We can't really say we can't do without them.
Okay, now on what you just mentioned, careers being resurrected. Now we've seen that at least in certain cases, people use lyrical beefs as an opportunity to resurrect their careers or to get back into the limelight or to channel some attention their way, sometimes to the detriment of one to the other, sometimes beneficial for both, in the case of Sister Ifya and Baroni. Now, in this particular instance, was it a relevant move by both of them, or was one of them disadvantaged, Kwame?
I think Obibini should call us, should call me, call Kuka, AJ, Chris, and take us to church tomorrow. When he goes to church, we sing Mipa Mini. Now I am
Oh my goodness.
Obibini should go to church tomorrow and thank God, and also pray to God that He blesses Amarado more.
Wow.
Yes, because Amarado has actually given some life to Obibini's career.
Okay.
No two ways about that. Obibini has been in the industry for a long time. Now, if you follow hip-hop music, Obibini has been there way back, 2010, 2012. I even watched a documentary where Sarkodie said, oh, this guy before, some industry people big him up, all that. So Obibini has been around. But he's that typical hip-hop guy like Gemini, Dems, like Mensa, those guys. So it is quite difficult for his kind of music to penetrate into the mainstream music industry. Now, when he got to Xylophone Media music record label, I thought that he was going to get that kind of traction, that kind of push to get him there when they released Asheme featuring Katie.
Yes.
But you see, the problem was that people thought that song was Katie's song.
Ah, okay.
And the problem I had always have with Xylophone music was the fact that they did not project Obibini's personality so much while there. Now, according to him, they were supposed to have released 4 solid albums within 4 years. Now, he's not just one EP and some singles here and there. So, obviously, this was somebody we all know is a good rapper, but had not gotten that kind of mileage or exposure. So when this happened, I was like, dude, jump on this and do your thing. When I heard the Widini, I know Widini has been Obibini's moniker for a long time. So when I heard the rap verse, that line from Amarado's Team Westwood Freestyle, I was like, this guy is taking a jab at Obibini.
Yeah.
Then I saw a video where somebody was like, Obibini, Amarado says he's taking a jab at you, and so are you going to reply? So, oh, no, yeah, you know rich. Then Amarado came back and said that if you feel that I dissed you in that song, enter the booth and reply. And he replied. Now, I like his first song.
Yes.
I like the Deceased. You know, Obibini is that kind of guy who wouldn't go the ordinary way. He's like Manifest. You know, he was mentioning Kumbisela. I had to go and Google it and find out Kumbisela, capital of the ancient Ghana Empire.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was like, who is going to take a dictionary to find out the meanings of this? But that is his style. And Amrado will go local. A lot of people can relate to what he's saying. So the difference was that. Now, advantages. So I went on just YouTube. And then I went to check out the numbers, Obibini's numbers, as in views on his previous songs. And I realized that Yardie, the original Yardie, has 1.8K views, just 1.8K.
Just 1.8 thousand?
Yes. Deceased has 83K. It's even higher than the remix of Yardie, which has Stonebwoy. That is around 12K. Okay, so it tells you that this guy has benefited. Obviously, he's gotten so many people listening to him at this time. Even the other one, the next one, which is Carcass, has about 60-something K. Now, to Amrado. Amrado's We Outside, the one we just played, that features Kofi Jamal. The audio slide has 30K. The video, which was released recently, has 60. But this song, The Throne, has 110K.
Wow.
So if anybody tells me that Amrado hasn't benefited, Obibini hasn't benefited from this whole beef thing, it's a lie. They have increased their fan base. Now let me dwell a bit more on Obibini. Obibini has been able to win some new fans, some new hearts. Now people can say, okay, we have somebody called Obibini in the system. Obibini, who belongs to Xylophone Media, who is a rapper, who knows how to rap so well. He is right here in Ghana with us, but most people don't know him. So now he's gotten that. Now Amrado, you can't tell me that, even though I believe Obibini has benefited more than Amrado in this case, because Amrado had already gotten the kind of buzz he needed. Even the Tim Westwood freestyle that they did won him a lot of admirers.
Of course.
And even the fact that he was able to sell Ghana to the outside world, mentioning what we have, the cocoa, everything, bigging up some musicians here and there, that alone won him the space he needed. And so Amrado had that within that short period, about 2 days. Then the whole Obibini thing came, and he used that to cement the kind of traction he was having. So you can't tell me that, oh, this beef there, Amrado didn't get anything at all. He also gained, but Obibini gained more than him. And yes, now that Obibini is going to run for interviews, he's going to get some shows to play. Amrado, for a long time, has been fighting for that best rapper tag.
Yes.
You know, even did a song on that best rapper. Looking forward to winning that award at the VGMAs. He lost and he was so mad he didn't get it. Now, this is somebody who, out of the hunger for that tag, went on Tim Westwood's show, international platform, proved that he could do things that could make anybody refer to him as the best rapper in Ghana. You think he shouldn't have responded to Obibini? This was another opportunity to prove to the world that, yes, I can rap and rap well.
Of course.
And he did it. Now, benefits of beef there. Now, go back and check Manifest and Sarkodie. Manifest, we've always known as a fantastic rapper.
Of course.
But at the time of that beef, he wasn't there like this with Sarkodie. That beef shut him up. All of a sudden. Now to Strongman and Medical. Medical was there. Strongman, those who follow hip-hop knew that he was a good rapper. But he wasn't there as well.
Yeah.
So he used that to go up a bit, to match up to Medical. In a way, later on, they came together to do a song. Then the beef triangle, Eno Baroni, Sister Fia, later on they told us that they planned it. Now, and it was beneficial mostly to Eno Baroni. And I always say that it is one of the reasons she even won the Best Rapper of the Year award at the VGMAs, because you see, it gave her the platform to prove to the world that I can rap.
And I can do it very well.
Showbiz is all about numbers. It's a numbers game to get people's attention. So if anybody in showbiz is doing something to get people's attention, I don't have a problem. If you don't go to the extent of involving people's spouses, their girlfriends, and doing all those things,
do you think it was staged?
This one, it will be difficult for me to believe that it was staged because, you know, even if there is some kind of staging in all this, it may have been after the Tim Westwood performance.
Okay.
Maybe after the freestyle came and the management or Beninese people maybe called Amaro and said, okay, let's do something. It is possible, but I'm just looking at the whole thing. You just did a song, mentioned Widini, Obibini's tag in there, or his moniker in there, and then people started to say, Obibini replied to him.
So that I think the fans were the ones that sort of
I even said
this. But let me come to Coca. You've been quite vocal about Obibini waiting for this opportunity to sort of resurrect his career. You think that he should have been more active for a while. What are your observations on this entire week and the beef that has been bringing?
If he should go to church, come back and slaughter a cow and say, Amado, you are my Messiah. I was a dead rapper. You've given me a life. After all this money from Xylophone was invested me, I was a waste. But now you've given me life. So thank you. And then produce a song. Don't go on a media tour with a beef. Who is managing him? And you are proud going around with a beef song. Hello.
He should not.
Do you live in a compound house?
Why
this is the time you come out with songs.
Okay,
so that people will position you well. Do the people who can relate to your old songs so that you get more views? If you listen to the stats that are being given, his old songs are still not relevant to the market. The beef is taking him more. And when you listen to most of the interviews, he is not even talking about it, making references. Me, I will jab you and tell you, go and listen to this song, go and listen to this song. But he's so engrossed in the beef that somebody gave you an opportunity. Now the guy says, ceasefire, me you. And you are lost. Release a song. Do things. Be everywhere with things people don't think you can do. You get me? Show your versatility. Do things, the wild rap and everything. But you are using swear words, forgetting that kids will be listening to the rap. And
that's part of hip-hop, man.
Exactly. Now, but this seems to be coming, or based on the illustrations we've given about how quote-unquote up-and-comers or people that don't get as much relevance or attention using beef as an opportunity to launch themselves. It's fast becoming a template for everyone to use. Do you think it's a relevant template, and can we expect, or should we normalize everyone getting into beef to be able to gain relevance? Should every upcoming artist use this in your arsenal?
Beefs are very important in our game. Every artist has got fans. They show their poets in lyrics. They tell their sad stories in lyrics. It's like they address us through those things. So if I jab Kwame, and Kwame thinks I've been waiting for this opportunity, so I want to let people know. So it is you taking advantage. But when you take the advantage, what do you do with it? Take clear example. One person who has taken advantage of beef and has taken it to a different level is Medical. Medical has never dropped since that beef. And watch, every award scheme, he has a nomination.
But he didn't need the beef, though, to be clear.
At a point, the beef introduces you to a market that don't know you.
But Medical was already known.
Yes.
If anything, Strongman was a beneficiary of that particular
Yes,
one.
but the jabs that came, sister, the jabs that came, they were not normal jabs. You get me? He got dazzled and confused. Who is this one? Why is everybody following him? So he moved out of that space, went to do what he's good at doing. That is what saved him. That's what gave him. So if you watch, go and check. He releases a lot of songs, his real star, and people got his attention. The problem I'm having with Obibini is he's still dwelling on the beef, whilst people have moved on. People are sleeping and still standing by the streets. What are you doing there?
Okay. Now, coming to you, Kwame, and then Chris.
Yeah.
Normalizing this method, is it something we should encourage for everyone to be able to jump on? Because it's become a template that clearly works. So I know if I want to be relevant, if I beef Chris, and then we put out a few videos throwing shots at each other, we would get traction, we would get social media hype, we would get our numbers going up. Is this something that we should normalize for everybody?
I think it's been normalized already. We are not going to do that. And once nobody dies, anything that promotes music is allowed in the industry.
We are game for it.
There is, there are so many ways of doing promotion or getting yourself out there for people to see you. Some people create stunts. They would even contact bloggers and writers to say, Charlie, write that I'm dead. People do that. So,
but how far is too far?
How far is too far is when you involve people's families, spouses, girlfriends, like what medical did.
And the threats.
And then and then when it results into maybe fisticuffs or maybe pulling of guns at the VGMA, like VGMA example, it is bad. We don't want what happened, the East Coast, West Coast scenario to happen. It nearly happened at the VGMAs, you see, and that is what we wouldn't encourage. So while we talk about the positive sides, we need to also stress on the other side, which is the negative side, for people to know that, especially the fans, to know that some of these things, when the artists are engaged in, they are not really personal issues. They are just for the game. And Obibini will tell you that this is for the culture. He doesn't have anything against Amrado. They're just trying to portray to the world how best they can rap. All right, so if you are a fan of these artists and you think you can go out there and fight on their behalf, you are just being stupid. So I think we should also educate them on that. But what takes away the whole excitement is coming out to say, oh, okay, it's been staged. All right? It's supposed to seem real, even if it's a staged beef or lyrical battle. That's the excitement of the whole thing, the soul of the whole thing. So I believe that going too far is trying to bring in their family members and all that. You hit hard, but go clean. You don't go to that extent, because whether we like it or not, whether we want to do away with beefs or not, this is hip-hop culture, but we can't copy hip-hop ditto.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we should have some boundaries.
I'll give you that.
Hit hard, but come clean, so that it doesn't seem that this guy is doing this and you are offending the sensibilities of people who may have some love for you. At the end of the day, you might have one fan be like that, who is so crazy about your craft. But the moment you go do a beef and you mention some word, no, this guy, I've lost my love for the person. That's it. So you should be very careful how you go about it, so that you don't lose more fans in your bid to get more fans.
I like that. Now, Chris, final words on the way forward on the issue of beefs in the industry in general.
Well, it's allowed. You can do it, but should it be normalized? No. No. Imagine every week somebody's beefing. Yeah. Obviously, we're gonna be like, okay, another one. Please, guys.
Once a year.
You understand?
No.
Thank you. Because
it should be a quarterly thing.
Fine, once a year, quarterly, that's fine. But if you say let's normalize it and it becomes an everyday thing, we are even gonna get tired. We are even gonna be like, nah, this is not the way to go forward. You guys, you can do better.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I don't think emotions should get involved. When stuff like this come, people need to realize that, okay, it's the music battle. Let's do it musically. Don't take it outside music. And fans, especially fans, need to understand that, okay, sometimes it's just between the artists. You guys just need to, enjoy it and not fight yourselves, because the fans do the most sometimes. Like, you don't understand why they're fighting another group. Exactly. Like, why are you, are you okay? You understand? Like, why are you fighting for someone that is in his house, chilling? So yeah, I think it's also time for the musicians to, come out there and let the fans know that, okay, it's not that serious.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just music.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, gentlemen and lady, thank you so much for joining us. It's been Coca, Kwame Dadze, and Chris Carter joining me for this side. When we come back, we'll be sitting down with one of the men involved in this particular beef. Obibini will be joining us right after this. Don't go anywhere. Sending your messages for Obibini with the hashtag The Chat. When we come back, we'll be talking to him right here on the show.
Why do you allow coughs, colds, and flu to ruin your happiness? You need Summerlin cough syrup. Summerlin cough syrup will relieve you and your family from coughs, colds, and flu. Summerlin provides a whole range that provides relief for the entire family. Insist on your Summerlin in pharmacies and chemical shops. Summerlin from Danex Itin Stowin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician.
This advert is FDA approved.
It's a good day to meet every challenge. It's a good day to want more out of life. It's a good day to wish for it, work for it, go get it. Familiar taste, a delicious indulgent with a flavor you just can't hide. Refreshing energy, gives so much for so little. For a strong performance, you've come to the right place. Good Day Energy Drink. Why wait a minute to enjoy a good day when every second counts? Good Day Energy Drink keeps you going.
Excessive drinking can be detrimental to your health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
City TV is live. On DSTV, go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. City TV, it's your world.
And you're tuned in to the chat right here on City TV. We are live from Alisa Hotel North Ridge and getting into the conversation. As the video we just saw from Obivini titled Yardi is, the gentleman is in the studio with me. Hi. It's good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The legendary AJ. You know?
And you've had a very busy week, it would seem.
Man, yeah. Actually, I started the week without,
without any thought of this going on.
Going to have a busy week, but
really?
God works wonders.
I love it. It seems that there's been a lot of profiling or a lot more attention that's come on, which I think is a great thing.
Very.
But when did you decide that you were going to respond to the conversation that was going on?
I know it got to a point where I have to come in. That was when I saw all the bloggers and the media houses jumping on the case.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh wow, this thing is like it's really getting attention.
Right.
So it's good investment. Let's do this.
How long did it take you to create Deceased?
Deceased. I listened to the rant he was making, and I just headed to the studio and I started writing. So let's say some few hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you put it out there, how did you, or were you expecting the amount of reaction that it came with?
Not at all. I honestly didn't know it was going to trend at all.
Really?
Yeah, because I just did it and I put it out there. The flyer came out first, and the numbers were like running up, and I was like, oh, for real.
People are
Because I release songs every time, but this is different. Wow. So yeah, I dropped the song eventually, and within 24 hours, like numbers were flying. I was so surprised.
And then Amarado responded.
He did.
Now, did you listen?
Yes, I did not really well, but I happened to come across some of the snippets people were posting around, so I got to hear a couple of things he was saying in there.
And then you now came back with it.
Exactly.
How long did it take you to create that one?
Like 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was in the studio. I didn't go anywhere. I was enjoying the sport, he threw, and I threw back. I was expecting he would throw back because I was in the studio waiting all day.
Are you disappointed that he hasn't?
Well, I'm not really disappointed, but maybe he's given up. That's what it's telling me. That's what it's telling me, because the title of the second is Kakas, right? And you can't expect a Kakas to reply or something.
We'll come to that, but before anything, we usually serve our special guest, which is you, a cocktail for the day. And today's cocktail, we named it Wicked Beef Juice, because we're talking about beef.
Oh, wow.
So please, if our mixologist would be so kind as to give us a bit of it. It's banana oleo, citrus syrup, sour mix, and then Good Day energy drink. So I hope you like it.
Oh, okay. But why don't you replace the Wicked with Woodini?
Woodini beef. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds more original.
We love it. Now,
I like
still
it.
on it. Oh,
thanks.
Glad to know. So you expect, well, obviously after Caucus, you just said you didn't expect him to come back with it.
Exactly. I was actually expecting him to come back, because it was the responses that got people interested in the thing, because I threw, he threw, and people were gassed up. So let's keep the fire going. Like, he made it die very early, and it kind of got to me, but I understand.
First of all, was it planned?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Did you have a relationship with him beforehand?
I met him the first time in Kumasi about 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
And that was it. I know him from a distance. He's not my friend. We don't have that now, not at all. So nothing was planned.
There was no coordination with him.
Not at all.
But you have been with Xylophone Media for about 4 years.
Exactly.
How has the journey been with them?
So far, so good. It's been full of experiences, I mean, Xylophone is a beautiful place to be, and I just pray Ghana is blessed with more xylophones,
Do you think the scandals, or should I say the conversations around their sister company, did it throw a damper on your time being there?
No, not really. One thing I was blessed with was when I got signed, I was allowed to come on board with my team on the street already. So even though whatever was going on, we were still doing our thing. I released a big project during that time, even called a Diagrams EP, an 8-track EP, and it was good. So I mean, we had our 1 or 2s, but I was still doing my thing.
But you signed a 4-year deal with them.
Yes.
Are you going to renew this year?
I haven't thought about it.
Okay.
Where we get there.
Okay. Now, you have put out quite a lot of great music. I mean, Yardie, the remix, has Stonebwoy on it.
Yeah.
How was it like getting Stonebwoy on?
Stonebwoy and I go way back. Way back before the creation of Xylophone.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, he's my brother. So we have that rapport already. And Yardie, if you're listening to Yardie, it's a dancehall song. So I just thought, okay, for the remix, let me just call my brother, to hop on. And our new signee, Akiana.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
love that. Now, with one of your songs, one of my personal favorites, the one with Kwedi Ashime, like, I love that song.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love it
Thank you so
much. But for some people, and I was having a quick conversation with others, and they were saying there was a general misconception that it was more Kidi's song than your song.
Yeah, I heard a couple of stuff like that.
Yeah. How did you react to that? And was there did you try to deliberately try and project yourself more so that people would understand that was more your song than his?
Well, I wasn't bothered because, you know, the rights and everything were coming to me. So he was actually doing good promo for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But prior to Beef and all of that, there hasn't been so much, let me put it as hype. Yes, you put out great music, but in terms of the public attention, it's not really been emphasized until this situation happened. Do you suspect, or a conversation, do you think you have been the biggest beneficiary of this conversation between you and Amarado, or this beef between you and Amarado?
Yeah, I would like to see it so, because I think he had a plan at first, and I think the table turned. Yeah, and I think the reason why he's not even answering is because he sees that I'm the one benefiting.
Oh, you think you won?
Well, the people said I won.
Okay. And you believe the people?
It's the voice of God.
That I have to agree with. Yeah. But, well, in the beginning of your career, or at this particular point in time, did you ever think that you were going to reply with Beef? Was Beef something that you were considering doing, or something that a gimmick or a promotional strategy you were ever willing to jump on before this?
First of all, I'm a fan of battle rap.
Okay.
They have that industry, a very large one, and I watch them every time on YouTube. I'm quite, fond with that industry. So I have their ethics, and I've been sharp all my life. So it was like the Banchabongum kind of thing. I've been waiting for that kind of sport to happen.
And also, speaking of waiting, I'm told there's going to be a concert or some sort.
Exactly, in my 7.
Was this something that was planned prior to this situation?
Not at all. I was surprised. Yeah, I just woke up to that message too.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened that the big man was also following. So.
Like that.
Yeah.
So when is that happening? Is it confirmed?
No,
Do we know everything that's going to be happening?
No, I think they are still working things out, because it just came out and said that. So the team in the house are working towards that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, what is your next big thing going to be happening? Because we're having a conversation prior to this particular one, and someone's opinion was that, time for you to put out more music, time for you to be able to jump on this hype to create more. Is that the plan? Is there new music we're going to be getting in the next few days?
I tell you, the last time I released music was just last 2 days.
Okay.
The Woodinis Anthem it's a great song. Boys, go check it out. Girls too. and yeah, I've been working on the album. I was hiding in the studio for a while, so everybody thought maybe Obi was sleeping, but I wasn't. Yeah, doing an album or fixing an album takes so much dedication and time. So I've been on this album because I really want to come out with something exceptional and then be the talk of the town again. So the album was taking my time, and it's because it's going to be top notch when it's out finally, and people should watch out for it.
When do you think it's going to be out? Or when are we working towards it being out?
The specifics to that convo, I have to sit down with the team, because we go back and forth with the dates, but we've not really actually arrived at it.
Is there a working title of the album?
Not at the moment.
Okay, but what elements of Obini are we going to be feeling on that album? What kind of songs? Any collaborations so far?
Yes, I'm trying to do, they know me as a rapper, but I want to bring a proper musician's album. So, yes, I'm putting everybody on, and I'm making sure all the stones are turned. I have great cats like Aquabwa on it, Stonebwoy again. I have Kelvin Boy on the album. Like plenty guys who are dope as well. So it's a great body of work, and it's not just about rap. It's not just about rap. I just want people to feel me from all angles. When you listen to Yardie, it's more dancehall, but a rapper did that. So the album is going to be full of surprises like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
But you are no stranger to the music industry. You've been in the industry for a while, even though there seems to be some growing misconception that, oh, probably you're newer than people, or people assume you're a bit newer than you actually are.
Yeah.
When did you actively start music?
Well, I had been rapping in a disco back in the day. Then after high school, I did a couple courses here and there. Then I started going on Joy FM, open house party with DJ Black. So he actually, I signed my first deal with him. That was 2014 and 2016. So that was my major first deal ever. Wow. Exactly.
I love that.
I've been
but
around.
you did put out a bit of a documentary, at least in recent days we've seen it, like far back as in 2012.
2012, yeah.
And there were quite a lot of people in there that were endorsing you for your abilities and for your talents, largely. One of them being Sarkodie.
Exactly.
There's been recent conversations about maybe the status of your relationship with him. Are you and Sark cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
Oh, okay. So there was never any issue.
We have mad respect for each other. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Now, again, you came out in the industry in 2012. Some of your peers are on a different wavelength, you would see. Do you feel that perhaps Ghanaian or the music industry hasn't given you as much respect, acknowledgement, and love as they should have?
I would like to think that it's a matter of timing. Yes, I don't get envious or jealous when my mates are climbing. It only assures my faith that I'm going to make it big, because if he's done it, I'm going to do it too. So yeah, I like to see my mates go up, and that inspires me. And I've never come to a level where I see my man's progress and I go like, damn, I wish you would know. Because I know when my time comes, everybody's going to talk about it like these times.
Okay. We like that. But let's go and take a look at this particular one. One of my favorites from Obibini featuring Kitty. This is Ashime.
Let's go. You know we live on the set. Oh, Lord of mercy. Where my girls at? Oh, yeah. Obibini. Let's do this. Oh, just on pay me, bio. I give you my heart and door, but you play me for a fool. Why am I? Or die am I? Why am I the jam? Why am I? Or die am I? Why am I the jam?
What do they mean my doormat? All along, so what the format of your course, we now what your sacks. Also, when you sick and need the assassin, the weather forecast, me from a class, every corridor, it's if you back, so what's the home. And you make up a cassia and you movie. We see Musta Boko Jas, so what's the new year? Phone, so weather flights, modus, so what 2 year. Now me cast say your time, my son. You be fly go Dubai, go squash, I know. Now me say yes, a wolf will crash, I know. Seven that's what think, Quim, cry a Christ, I do. Response out, St. John's grammar. But first phone, yes, he can't was 7 different grammar. Is he one poop?
And honestly, that song never gets old. And yes, we are counting down to the big album.
Yeah,
and
sure.
We definitely assure you that once the album is out, we'll be more than happy to promote it
in
every way, shape, or form.
I salute to that. Coming from AJ, so yeah, thanks a lot.
But yeah, what are the plans for brand Obibini? What are we looking to do? What are we looking to achieve, perhaps in the next year or two?
Well, first of all, the team and I are grateful for such a time, and we are inspired, you know, to do more and give the people nothing but the best. So it's all about hard work. Like we speed up basically. Yeah, the album is coming, but even before the album is ready, I'm going to be, you know, chipping in here and there with singles, yeah, because I like to warm up the people and
definitely
keep the vibe alive. Yeah, so nothing but the best from Obibini. More rap, more crazy rap. What else? Yeah,
we love it. But Obibini, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me.
We appreciate it. Wishing you all the best. Expecting more music, then hopefully that you will be on the very top of this pedestal in some time to come.
Merci beaucoup. Thanks a lot.
And thank you for being tuned in. It's been another exciting edition of The Chat right here on City TV. We've been live from Alisa Hotel, and a very big thank you to Alisa Hotel for allowing us every week come through from their premises, but also reminding you that every day in the month of August from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. you get treated to Alisa's special office at the Patron Lounge and Oasis with a serving of cocktails and trio of meat. So delicious grills, fantastic cocktails are at the Patron Lounge and Oasis, and as well many special offers coming your way every day in the month of August from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Alisa Hotel in Northridge. So come through with your friends, come through for your business meetings, come through and just have a great evening from 5 to 8 at Alisa Hotel. A very big thank you to Caution Cocktail Bar for fueling our cocktails right here on The Chat. And as well, a very big thank you to our proud sponsor, Good Day Energy Drink. Keeps you going. I have to say a very big thank you to Ladies in Collection for my lovely outfit. You can find them in Aveka and Danceman, and go on social media and find them at ladiesin_collections for all your gorgeous outfits. If you have the curves, I want to flaunt them. And of course, first choice for my hair. My name is AJ Akwako Sapon. A special thanks to all my crew, my producers, and everyone else who's helped make this production a success. I'll be back your way next week for another fantastic edition of The Chat right here on City TV.